This is the Morning Drive, brought to you by NationofBlue.com, the king of UK fan websites. Good morning, Cat fans. This is fake Billy Clyde with NationofBlue.com. This is the Morning Drive. We got some Wildcats going in the Hall of Fame. Anthony Davis continues to make waves on the recruiting scene. Jamaal Magloire gets picked up by the NBA's most hated team. Eloy Vargas, Tubby Smith, and the Cats going to Canada if we have time. We have with us Scott Anderson again today. How you doing, Scott?
Doing great, Phil Billy Clyde. How you doing?
Doing pretty good. Looks like we both a little tongue-tied this morning.
I'm telling you,
we need some sleep. It's a Tuesday. It's almost hump day. Real quick, I'll talk about Nation of Blue. We've launched an apparel store. If you go to nationofblue.com, in the main navigation menu, there is a link for store. And in the store, there's some T-shirts. Check those out. But the idea is it's not us saying, hey, guys, come buy these T-shirts. This store is for the fans. Everyone has an idea of what they would like to see on a T-shirt. And we're in the process of getting all the approvals to be able to print whatever UK merchandise we may want to do. But the idea is to have the fans generate the ideas of generate the merchandise of what's sold and how it's sold or what it looks like, and T-shirt designs, whatever it may be, and let you guys vote on what what you want to see that month, and then we'll do our best and make that happen and make that available to you. So check it out. There's some things on there right now. There's a Nation of Blue T-shirt everybody was wanting earlier this year. So you can check it out. It's a pretty low price. You can get that. It's got cats across the front. And right now there is a take off the Twilight movie. You watch Twilight, Scott?
I've seen the first one.
You have. That is big of you to admit. A lot of people wouldn't say they've seen the first one. I have seen the first and the second one.
It's on HBO and Showtime all the time. I get 3 free months with my new Dish network, so that's the only reason.
That's right. Well, I watched it with the wife. Haven't been in the movies to see it, and I have to admit, hey, it's the vampires, and they're like running and jumping and killing each other. They're just pretty exciting, pretty good.
Yeah, they play baseball too. So.
They do play baseball too, so that's not bad. Right. But you see all these young girls, teeny boppers and things. They got Team Edward, Team Jacob. What team are you on? So there's some shirts on Nation of Blue at the store now. It's Team Heartline and Team Newton. So if you've been listening to the Big Blue Breakdown, you know that Mr. Anderson would be wearing a Team Heartline shirt with the big number 5 on the back. So, Scott, I expect to see you, first game of the season. I want to see you in your Team Heartline shirt.
If you give me one, I will.
I'll get you a Team Heartline shirt, and I want to see a picture of you in your Team Heartline shirt. We're going to put it right on the front page of the website as a featured story. Scott Anderson in his Team Heartline shirt.
After we beat Louisville, I'll wear it.
Oh, that'll be good.
Louisville, I'll wear it, yeah.
All right, let's get started before we run out of time here. We got quite a bit of news on a relatively slow day. We have some Wildcats that are going to go into the 2010 Hall of Fame, and those would be former UK student athletes Mike Casey, men's basketball, Steve Flesh, men's golf, Nancy, and I apologize, Nancy, if I can't get your name right, Nancy Napoyski Johnson, rifle, and Billy Ray Likert, men's basketball, Valerie McGovern-Young, cross-country and track and field, and Tayshaun Prince, of course, men's basketball. So congratulations to those guys. Big thing to UK fans, and hopefully it is to them as well, which I'm sure it is. And we all remember Tayshaun's game where he hits the 3 from like the middle of the K, or a quarter end of the K. It's basically a half court against North Carolina. How many did he have that game?
I think 5 in the row to start the game. It was 15-0 Tayshaun.
Yeah, unbelievable moment. Yeah, go check it out on YouTube. I go look at it every once in a while, and it gives me chills today to go back and watch that. So congratulations to those guys. Also, another Ex-Wildcat, Jamaal Magloire, signs with the Miami Heat. So now he's going to end up playing with Bosh and LeBron James and Dwayne Wade. So it looks like he's on his way to possibly an NBA championship. So I'll root for Magloire, but I have to say that I'm not for those guys, and I hope they lose. So we can get into that again. We talked about that on the Big Blue Breakdown, but I'm not a Miami Heat fan and not a LeBron fan after everything that went down. But congratulations to Magloire. It's got to be a win. Basically, would you have turned that down? Hey,
no,
you want to go play with the Miami Heat?
Oh yeah, if they want me to play today, yeah. I'll sit over there with them.
Yeah, well, just being asked to play in the NBA period is one thing, but here we got Bosh and LeBron and Wade, and they're looking for those missing pieces to put around them, and Magloire is going to be one of those, and I think that's a good call. I mean, he fits right in. He's going to fill up the middle and take up some space, and let Bosh be able to do what he does and move around and slash a little bit. So it's a really good fit, I think, for the Heat. Next up, Anthony Davis continues to make waves on the recruiting scene. And have you heard anything new? I keep wanting to call you Section. Anything new, Section? What about it, Scott?
Well, it's the same news. We're the leader. He's wants to come to Kentucky, I think. And that's, just from what you read. And he's maybe jumped up to the number one recruit in the nation. Of course, I also think Michael Gilchrist he's been number one forever in that class. And kind of, he's kind of been tarnished a little bit, maybe where he's already committed. So Davis has really he shot up 7 inches over a year, right. And he used to play guard. So now he's kind of a forward, and he has guard skills. The kid can really play. They say he can really press. Great presser. He can really go after it. And it'd be really exciting if we could get him, but then it also affects other recruits like we've talked about before.
So, the biggest one is Quincy Miller. So is it looks like if you get Davis, that Miller may not come to Kentucky.
Well, there's some questions there. It seems like either or. We'll get one or the other. I would think we'll get one or the other. If we get both, that's just not fair.
I'm kind of the more Anthony Davis, his name comes up, and I'm in competition with Quincy Miller. I'm really starting to think Quincy Miller is not coming to Kentucky. One, because there's the interest in Davis.
Talk.
Well, and the Louisville talk, and Miller and Bello being such good friends, and it looks like Bello may end up at U of L. And, Miller seeing that he's got competition at Kentucky, and Kentucky's not all about him, that he may end up going to Louisville just to hang out with his friend Bello. But that doesn't mean that he wouldn't come to Kentucky, though. You never know. They might all end up at the same school.
Right.
So,
you never know with Cal. That's
exactly.
For sure.
Right. Cal's the wild card. He can have the top 10 players in the country all at the same school, playing second, third string, I guess. If anybody can make it happen, he could.
I agree.
Yep. Next up, and we'll try to fit it in real quick. We're almost out of time. The Cats are going to Canada. We may talk more about this next week. They're going to play the Windsor Lancers on the 15th and 17th, and then right in between there on the 16th, the Western Mustangs. And I guess Vargas, Eloy, is he going to Canada?
I read something where he wasn't. He still has class fulfillments, in his summer school, so he can be eligible next year. Yeah. So I saw on Twitter today that he would not be playing. So, that.
Got to get the classes in.
Right, exactly.
Got to get the classes in. Also, Tubby Smith is starting to recruit Shane Bohannon, our Mr. Kentucky basketball projected winner here coming in next year. So Tubby's going to try to pull some. Hey, I'm Tubby Smith. Tubby Smith used to coach at UK. We'll have to pay attention to that one. And we're going to have to wrap up the morning drive. Check out thenationofblue.com in the store and get your Beat Loserville t-shirts to kick off Operation Win, and Team Heartline or Team Newton shirts. And we'll talk to you guys tomorrow. I'm Fake Billy Clyde.
And I'm Scott Anderson.
All right, later, guys. Go Cats.